eyes of the global gas industry are now on Korea. World Gas Conference 2022, the world's largest global gas industry event, will be present in Daegu, Korea. The host country, Korea, is the third biggest LNG importer in the world and has the world's largest LNG storage facility. Korea operates 7 LNG terminals and a single integrated gas grid spanning up to 5,000 kilometers across the nation to provide stable supply of natural gas. In just 30 years, Korea's nationwide city gas penetration rate has reached up to 85%. This is an outstanding achievement from zero infrastructure. Gas exploration, production, LNG, and infrastructure business, Korea has stepped up as a global energy leader. Safe, clean, and eco-friendly, natural gas is a key to the energy future. As a global key leader, Korea will open up the sustainable future powered by gas. The world's largest global gas industry event, World Gas Conference 2022. World Gas Conference is a triennial event hosted by the International Gas Union. Began in 1931 and continued for 90 years, this prestigious event will now be showcased in Daegu, the Energy City. Under the theme of a sustainable future powered by gas, WGC will feature the conference with international delegates and exhibition which will showcase the latest gas industry technology. Also, a series of networking events will offer a variety of business opportunities. Government officials, corporate executives, and industry experts from around the world will share their knowledge on the present and future of the gas industry. KOGAS, Korea's leading gas corporation, is located in Daegu, where global green energy businesses are clustered. EXCO is an excellent venue for the WGC 2022 with outstanding facilities for international convention events. To attract more delegates and exhibitors, EXCO will be expanded to 30,000 square meters with a new exhibition hall. To provide maximum safety against COVID-19, EXCO is in full compliance with safety guidelines to ensure participants' safety and health. Daegu is connected. Daegu International Airport provides direct flight services to many cities in Asia and is also known as a hub airport of Asia. Traveling to Daegu from Incheon International Airport is easy and quick. Airplane, limousine, express train, and express bus are readily available. Daegu and neighboring city Gyeongju offer a wide variety of accommodations which provide comfort during the stay. The global city with diverse charm, Daegu, the city where clean water runs through. This is where youth and passion, tradition and future come in harmony. WGC 2022 in Daegu is where you will have never experienced before. World Gas Conference 2022 is where gas industry gathers together. Let's meet in Daegu and share the sustainable future of the gas industry. We invite you to WGC 2022. This is an event where you should belong.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm K.H. Lee, Secretary General of the World Gas Conference 2022 National Organizing Committee. On behalf of the NOC, I'm very pleased to present our warming greeting to you all. The global pandemic has reached almost every country in the world. However, the global community is gradually overcoming these adversities through rolling out vaccination against coronavirus. To keep pace with this, the Korean government is also making a concerted effort in the hope of bringing back to the normal life soon. The aim is to immunize at least 70% of the country's population by September to achieve the herd immunity by November this year. As for the preparation of World Gas Conference 2022, I want to mention three major developments. First, Korea Prime Minister accepted the invitation to be the honorary chairman of the National Organizing Committee. This acceptance reflects the Korean government's strong will to make World Gas Conference the most successful event. And he became the first registered delegate as the registration system opened on 23rd May, which is exactly 1 year before the event. Second, the venue. Daegu Expo recently opened its new East Wing. Now, Expo holds a total 30,000 square meters of existing floor, which doubles the existing one. Lastly, World Gas Conference 2022 will actively deal with the renewable gas industry as well. Accordingly, NOC is strengthening renewable gas-related topics in conference and expanding the exhibition for the hydrogen and the carbon capture and storage technology sector. Gas industry's environment is rapidly changing as many countries demonstrate their commitment toward a net zero greenhouse gas emission target. The industry is proactively engaging with global communities to tackle the issue of sustainable and affordable supply of green energy. The World Gas Conference 2022 will be the significant and timely event to address these issues. It will provide you many opportunities to learn, to debate, and to network with professionals and industry leaders. From now, our event organizing team will brief you on the development and technical information of the 28th World Gas Conference in detail. I am looking forward to seeing you soon in Daegu, Korea. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. Hello, I'm Jason Berman, the Exhibition and Sponsorship Director of the 28th World Gas Conference. Thank you for joining us for this exhibitor and sponsor briefing. On behalf of the Korea Gas Union, the National Organising Committee and other organisers, we look forward to welcoming you to the event. It's been a challenging period for the industry and the world generally, but we look forward to seeing you again face-to-face in Daegu, Korea for one of the first global energy events that's able to occur in person. Korea, as host of the next World Gas Conference, will offer an exceptional experience for delegates and their partners from all over the world. As a World Gas Conference participant, you will place your company in front of industry leaders, policymakers and senior executives in the energy industry, as well as government representatives and other interested organisations. You will receive unrivalled opportunities to showcase your brand in front of these thousands of delegates from all over the world. The Korea Gas Union are the hosts of WGC 2022, and they have appointed 3 international experienced event organisers to work with them to deliver the event. I represent exhibitions and trade fairs, who are responsible for helping you choose an exhibition space or sponsorship package. We are also responsible for the operational delivery of the exhibition. Later, I will introduce the representatives of the conference organisers, CWC Event Solutions and POD Communications. The World Gas Conference will be the sole tenant of the entire EXCO conference facility in central Daegu. EXCO is the ideal size to host the World Gas Conference and is equipped with state-of-the-art conference and exhibition facilities which are impeccably maintained. As the sole occupant of the facility, the World Gas Conference will be able to provide an airport-level grade of security with X-ray and metal detectors at all perimeter access points. The security level will be similar to that enacted at the last World Gas Conference in Washington. We will be able to provide liaison with corporate protection teams for VIP participants to ensure a smooth and secure access to the event. The facility has 2 wings, with the eastern wing newly completed in 2021. The main entry to the event will be between each of the building wings, with registration located in the foyer of Building 2, the East Wing. There is a separate VIP entry in Building 1, the West Wing. The first level of each building will house the exhibition halls, and they are of similar floor space. The exhibition spaces are largely uninterrupted by any pillars, and there are expansive overhead signage hanging points. The facilities are on par with any top-tier exhibition facility at which you might have exhibited at anywhere in the world. Building 1 has 3 main levels with mezzanine transitions at levels 2 and 4 between them. The transition from the conference to the exhibition areas is very direct, with the conference taking place in the 2 levels immediately above the Building 1 exhibition hall. Level 3 of Building 1 will house the concurrent sessions of current debates and industry insights, as well as a VIP lounge. Adjacent to the VIP lounge is our luncheon hall, where delegates will see a presentation from a daily keynote speaker. Immediately above is Level 5, which features the main plenary hall, where all the keynote presentations will take place. Adjacent to that are 20 permanent private hospitality meeting rooms. There is a presenter green room adjacent to the plenary hall and a direct private elevator designated for VIP access. Building 2, the East Wing, has catered 20 private hospitality meeting rooms. There is a total of 40 private hospitality rooms available for the event. The exhibition at the World Gas Conference will span 30,000 square metres and is anticipated to host over 350 exhibitors. We expect upwards of 12,000 participants from more than 90 countries representing upstream, midstream and downstream applications. The World Gas Conference will deliver exhibitors and sponsors exclusive access to this dynamic meeting place of conference delegates, policymakers, trade visitors and fellow exhibitors. Exhibition pricing is charged in US dollars per square metre of space occupied on the plan. Before September 30, 2021, we are pleased to offer an early bird incentive price for all those exhibitors who make a confirmed booking prior to that date. Returning exhibitors from the last events in Washington or Paris will be charged $804 per square metre. New exhibitors will be charged $877 per square metre, and after October 1 the rate is $950 per square metre. As spaces are limited and the plan already has significant commitments, we encourage you to book early and take advantage of the early bird rate and your preferred location. The rates quoted here are for bare floor space only, absent of carpet, walling or any other booth structure. Exhibition booth construction pricing is also available, so please consult the show notes below for more information. As the World Gas Conference transitions around the globe every 3 years, the event team assess the unique market characteristics of the host country and the surrounding region. Korea and Northeast Asia stand out as the heart of LNG imports and a region forecast to continue to grow strongly. Reflecting the market conditions, 9 specialty pavilions have been created on the exhibition floor to reflect specific regional strengths. Innovation Korea will be a primary destination, an exhibition precinct celebrating leaders in the Korean gas supply chain. The corresponding feature in WGC 2018, Showcase America, finished with 78 participants and was a great success. Korean suppliers are notable in their support of industry events around the globe, so we anticipate tremendous support in the home market. Marine, LNG and NGV technologies are all key strengths of this region and demand dedicated pavilions. Sustainability, digital transformation and safety are issues that overlay the future of the industry. The WGC Marketplace is a special exhibitor pavilion created for professional service enterprises requiring a small turnkey stand. I would like to draw particular attention to the Hydrogen Pavilion, which is a new feature for 2022. Hydrogen technology is an area attracting much attention as a technology very suitable to underpinning a sustainable energy future. Many nations are speaking more boldly about pursuing a sustainable energy transformation. A platform like the World Gas Conference is the perfect stage for the major energy producers and consumers to lead the debate and position gas and its complementary technologies at the forefront. We expect strong participation from the most senior executives and their entourage, all keen to see their vision is expressed. Here is the layout of Building 2. We have dedicated 500 square metres to host the Hydrogen Pavilion positioned at the apex of Building 2's main aisle and entrance aisle. Adjacent is our conference feature, the Technology and Innovation Sessions, which will certainly have hydrogen featured in the content on this stage. The Technology and Innovation Sessions are a key element of the conference program and is free for all visitors to attend. The main registration area is located in the entry foyer of the East Wing. This will be the first point of entry for most attendees to the event. Also located in Building 2 are the other 8 exhibitor pavilions: Innovation Korea, Marine, LNG Technology, Sustainability, Gas for Transportation, WGC Marketplace, Digital Transformation, plus Health, Safety, Security and Environment. An important element of our Building 2 is our cafeteria, an essential meeting point for all participants. Here is the layout of Building 1. To access the conference, all delegates must pass into Building 1 via the main entry between the 2 wings of Exco. The event program and layout has been carefully constructed to put the exhibition at the heart of the World Gas Conference. There are 5 entry and exit points from the exhibition into the foyer to access the conference on the upper levels. VIP entry is also via the West Wing. This entry offers VIPs the most direct and secure entrance route into the exhibition and conference. Well, now it's time to hear from the conference organising team. Representing CWC Event Solutions based in London is Project Manager Anna Bailey.
Welcome, I'm Anna Bailey from CWC Event Solutions, professional conference organizer, supporting the organisation of World Gas Conference 2022, based in London, UK. It's a pleasure to be able to walk you through the exciting conference programme we've been preparing for WGC 2022. In the line of IGU Triennium, the IGU Coordination Committee has been building a pioneering programme focused on the role of natural gas in a greener future. Over 500 speakers will present in 90 sessions discussing the world's energy landscape under the theme A Sustainable Future Powered by Gas. 12,000 attendees are set to visit WGC 2022. We focused on creating a conference program that will offer valuable and current knowledge to everyone in the industry, including policymakers, business leaders, decision makers, customers, NGOs, media, and the members of the global financial community. The conference will cover a range of strategic, commercial, and technical topics in 5 types of sessions: plenary, luncheon address, current debates, industry insights, as well as technology and innovation sessions. There will be many networking opportunities, peer dialogue, and additional activities. The plenary sessions will begin with a broad dialogue between thought leaders on the big picture of the global gas industry over the next decade. Following this, the plenary sessions will tackle some of the major developments and challenges for the industry going forward. These include global and regional shifts in the supply and demand balance, the latest R&D and technologies being developed for sustainable value chains, and how the gas industry can leverage the latest digital technologies. The changing landscape of transportation, including shipbuilding and bunkering, the role of gas in finding solutions to energy poverty and driving economic growth, and the future growth of the Asian gas market. We have invited the world's most senior energy leaders, government ministers, CEOs, high-level executives, and other thought leaders to debate and share their views on these key issues and many more. Luncheon addresses will allow WGC delegates to listen to one-on-one conversations between leading industry figures and heads of NGOs on topical issues. The more intimate setting for these luncheons allows excellent networking between delegates and their peers. Now turning to current debates. This is where the speakers deep dive into some of the more specific topics of the day and invite the audience to join as part of the discussion. 17 topics have been chosen for their significance under the theme A Sustainable Future Powered by Gas. These include the role of energy sources that are gaining prominence, such as hydrogen and renewable gases, strategies and technologies for reducing methane emissions, policies, technologies and investments for CCUS, LNG trading and commercial strategies, as well as a session on the impact of COVID-19 pandemic on the pace and economics of the clean energy transition. Furthermore, there will be 65 sessions at WGC 2022 on commercial and technical topics chosen by IGU professional committees. For these sessions, we invite industry experts from all around the world to submit abstracts through call for papers process. We would like to ask you to share this information within your organization and encourage your colleagues to submit an abstract. It is a fantastic opportunity to share their knowledge, showcase your company's achievements and key projects in front of the global audience. Authors of accepted abstracts will be given the opportunity to present at WGC 2022 at either Industry Insight or a Technology and Innovation session. The Industry Insight sessions will take place in the conference area, and the Technology and Innovation sessions will be located on the exhibition floor and open to all visitors. The call for papers is already open, and the deadline for abstract submissions is on 27 September 2021. The authors of successful abstracts will be notified in January 2022 and invited to speak at WGC in Korea. Please visit WGC website, call for papers pages to find out how to submit an abstract. The WGC 2022 Young Leaders Program has been specially designed for those under 35, the future leaders of the energy industry. It aims to develop and support their careers by providing them with a package of educational and networking opportunities. There will be a dedicated program of sessions, including informal conversation sessions with CEOs of major energy companies. If your company supports young talent through any leadership or mentoring program, please register your colleagues or speak to us about this fantastic opportunity. WGC 2022 also offers 2 professional training courses designed for anyone who wants to increase their knowledge on the topics of recent trends like hydrogen and gas in mobility. Please visit the website for more details on these intensive training programs. World Gas Conference in May 2022 will be the perfect place to discover exciting opportunities and examine the latest innovations and technical forces shaping the evolution of the energy industry. It is a chance to meet new clients and develop business relationships with industry leaders and decision makers from over 90 countries. We are looking forward to welcoming you at WGC 2022 in Daegu, South Korea.
As a sponsor of the World Gas Conference, you will position your organisation as an industry leader alongside the world's leading gas companies, showcasing your brand in front of thousands of senior executives. Sponsors of the World Gas Conference represent the who's who of the natural gas value chain. We have developed a sponsorship structure to meet all budgets, with the flexibility to select from a menu of branding benefits to suit your requirements and preference. Each sponsor level comes with a set of included benefits for each level of sponsorship. These include items like website profiles, conference registrations, advertising and logo exposure. One of those benefits is an allocation of a number of sponsor credits. The amount of credits allocated is determined by sponsor level. With these credits, you may choose to either sponsor a single item, which are all valued in credits, or you may choose a combination of items or signage which total your allocation of credits. Some sponsors have elected to spend their credit allocation solely on signage items. You can even purchase additional credits to reach a specific allocation if not included in the level allocation. It's up to you. All of these options are presented in our event prospectus. Please contact the exhibition and sponsorship team to receive your copy and review the opportunities that are still available. The World Gas Conference is renowned for the hospitality provided inside the host country. In Korea, there will be numerous opportunities to socialise and network with your peers. While there are a series of official networking functions hosted by the event, sponsors and exhibitors can also use this occasion to host their own functions with their clients and friends. Next up, I'd like to introduce the team from POD Communications. POD are responsible for managing registration and general logistics, while also supporting the appointment of local service suppliers such as the Housing Bureau. Representing POD Communications is Chan-mi Moon.
Hello, I am Chan-mi Moon, representing POD Communications based in Seoul, South Korea. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the city of Daegu, where the most memorable and successful WGC event awaits you. Taking its place as the first major gas conference and exhibition in 2022. the 28th World Guest Conference will open up huge networking opportunities, especially after a long period of quarantine. At the WGC 2022, you will have great opportunities to engage with the most senior representatives and stakeholders driving the global gas industry. The WGC 2022 will feature a series of official networking functions, mainly comprised of welcome reception, networking reception, opening and closing ceremonies. Each function will showcase very unique beauty of Korea with the finest arts of performances. In addition, there will be a coffee break zone bridging Exco West and East wings, specially designed to promote networking among the WGC delegates. For the sponsors and exhibitors who wish to host their own functions, here we have some venues available for you. Each venue will give you a unique flavor of our host city Daegu, and they are in varying capacities to accommodate small to large groups of guests. The venues on the list are within 30 to 50 minutes from Exco and easily accessible. Most of the venues are public institutions which require cooperation from Daegu City for use. Thus, if any of these options interest you, please contact us to the email you see on the screen. We'll be more than happy to provide you more details and assist you in booking. Daegu City is the transportation hub of the southeastern Korea, and to the northeastern part of Daegu locates Daegu International Airport. International connections include Japan, China, Vietnam, Taiwan, Thailand, Philippines, and Guam. When traveling from those countries, taking a direct flight to Daegu will be the best option for you. Gimhae International Airport is located on the western end of Busan, which is about an hour and a half away from Daegu. International connections include Japan, China, Singapore, Hong Kong, Vietnam, Malaysia, Thailand, Philippines, and many other countries in East Asia and Southeast Asia. Gimhae International Airport could be a good option with transfers from the aforementioned countries. When arriving to Incheon International Airport, which I believe to be the main gateway, you would first need to go to Seoul Station by Airport Railway, then take KTX, an express train bound for Dongdaegu Station. This option will take the most travel time, around 3 hours. If you are planning on taking a private plane, Daegu International Airport will be the landing airport. However, parking will not be available. If you should require an aircraft station, we highly recommend to use Gimhae International Airport. At every transportation hub, you will see WGC Information Desk, and it will provide the appropriate information to get to Dongdaegu Station. There will be a free shuttle bus running between Dongdaegu Station and Exco during the whole week of WGC event. And for your convenience, there also will be multiple lines of free shuttle bus connecting the main venues and your hotels throughout the day. More information on the shuttle bus will be available at the information desk on site. I'm very happy to announce that the registration for WGC 2022 has now opened. Please be reminded that the registration fee changes depending on the period of your registration. I would recommend you register early as possible to receive the best offer. For exhibitors, you will receive a link to register from Jason, and every necessary guideline will be followed. For sponsors who wish to proceed registration with a complimentary registration ticket, our registration team will send you an invitation code along with appropriate instructions to guide you through. Last but not least, the WGC 2022 presents exclusive benefits to Executive Club members. The Executive Club members will receive access to our VIP lounge and services, reserved seating to certain sessions, complimentary access to all luncheon addresses, and ease to plan your meetings ahead of the conference and exhibition through our VIP services. Make your WGC experience even more premium by clicking on the Executive Club member option in the registration process.
The World Gas Conference is the kind of event where the big deals get done. Privacy is paramount. The World Gas Conference is pleased to be able to offer 40 individual meeting rooms in different sizes. There are 20 rooms located in each building, with lockable doors and boardroom furniture which can be configured to your needs. Audio, visual and catering is available. Exhibitions and trade fairs have an experienced team who will deliver the operational element of the exhibition. It's the same team you may have worked with at LNG 2019 in Shanghai or World Gas in Washington. The operations team are here to guide you through the setup and pull down of the booth and provide all the important pre-event information that will assist in your preparations. A key document we make available to you is our exhibitor manual. This is a comprehensive guide to participating in the event as an exhibitor. It contains timetables, specifications, supplier contacts and venue regulations. When you sign up as an exhibitor, this document will be made available to you. Many of these requirements are the same as you may have experienced at past IGU World Gas or LNG events. However, every venue and different country has specific regulations which makes them unique. It's our job to help you navigate these differences while at the same time bring a consistency where possible to your previous experiences. Some differences are small. The last World Gas Conference was measured in feet, whereas in Korea the default unit is metres. Other differences are more pronounced. In the United States, materials handling at the loading dock was charged by a drayage formula, whereas in Korea the on-site logistics will be charged by a more familiar volumetric method, which is most consistent with venues outside of the US. The exhibitor manual has 3 sections. Part A contains the key information you may wish to access most often. This includes a hyperlinked index of the most often sought items, contact information for the exhibition and all event suppliers, and all important dates. Part B contains the most important forms and the instructions required to complete them. And Part C contains a guide to the on-site regulations and requirements. Space-only exhibitors will have a 4-day build period. The largest exhibitors will be provided an extra day by invitation. When exhibitor forms are made available in the last quarter of 2021, you will be able to book your move-in time. Pre-built booths and hospitality rooms will be available for decoration on the day before the exhibition opens. On Monday the 23rd of May, the World Gas Conference begins with specific activities outside of Exco. These include technical and city tours and the welcome reception in the evening at the incredible Daegu Art Museum. Inside Exco, exhibitors must have their stands completed by 8 p.m. on Monday evening to allow for the venue to be locked down and a security sweep to commence. The main conference activities inside Exco are conducted between Tuesday the 24th of May and Friday the 27th of May. Exhibitors and hospitality room users will have access outside the main opening hours to ready their displays in preparation for opening. Moving out will commence as soon as we receive confirmation that the last visitor has departed the venue after closing on Friday the 27th of May. We ask exhibitors to ensure only those with exhibitor badge credentials remain on their stand after exhibition closing. Loading docks will not be open and contractors will be prevented from entering until security personnel confirm only authorised exhibitor personnel remain in the venue after the exhibition closing time of Friday 2 p.m. Between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. on Friday, the conference will still be in session, including the closing ceremony. Those with pre-built shell scheme stands will be asked to remove their decorations before 6 p.m. on the Friday. Space-only exhibitors have 2.5 days to dismantle their stands, with the venue to be fully vacated by Sunday. I would now like to introduce some of the key suppliers and their roles within the event. Hanatur is the official housing bureau. There are hotels to select within Daegu and the neighbouring city of Guangzhou. I suggest Hanatur are one of the first contacts you make to outline your accommodation needs. They can be contacted at hotels@WGC2022.org. Tsunamu are the general contractor. They will review the design and construction documentation for all space-only exhibitors and submit it to the venue for approval. Other services they provide include electrical, rigging, furniture, cleaning, carpet, labour, signage, water and waste. They are also responsible for building the shell scheme booths for the smaller exhibitor. Exco M Convention Services provide on-stand and function catering. Freight forwarding and on-site materials handling will be managed by Agility, Fairs and Events, and Kemi Lee, Expo Service and Logistics. While the exhibitor manual is available now, the stand application and approval process will commence in the last quarter of 2021. A particular requirement of working in Korea is that all documentation must be submitted in Korean for approval. For this reason, all international contractors or exhibitors must engage a local stand contractor to work alongside them to make the necessary submissions and contract key licensed personnel such as electricians. The Korean stand contractor will be acting as an agent on behalf of the international stand contractor or exhibitor and the first point of contact between you and Exco. Their areas of responsibility will include taking responsibility for construction, support of on-site workers, and submitting evidence of all the required insurances. International stand contractors can still carry out activities like drilling, painting and building, but the work must be supervised and signed off by the local Korean stand contractor. The scope of work between the Korean local stand contractor and the international stand contractor or exhibitor should be defined in the contract between the two parties. We have an extensive list of local contractors authorised by Exco, and these will be supplied with the exhibitor manual. The exhibitor manual contains some key design principles I would like to bring to your particular attention. These guidelines have been consistent for all recent IGU events and have been put in place to ensure these events continue to reflect the highest standards of presentation. The exhibitors in these events make extraordinary investments in their stand presentation, and it's important for that standard to be universally adopted. This will ensure the highest order of event presentation is maintained, reflecting the profile of the exhibitors, sponsors and delegates. The manual clearly identifies all the requirements. However, I would like to draw your particular attention to two key requirements. Early attention here will ensure your presentation is of the highest order and all booths will distinguish themselves while at the same time being complementary to each other within a shared space. Quite often, two stands will have a common boundary. When this occurs, it's important that both parties communicate their building plans between each other. Pictured here is an example. We have a beautifully presented booth. However, a neighbour constructed an overhang without considering the neighbourhood aesthetic. A time-consuming and frustrating on-site rectification was required by the other party. On any common or shared boundary, a wall must be built along the entire shared boundary. A default height of 4 metres is assumed. It's recommended that exhibitors or their contractors communicate with a similar representative of their neighbouring stand. Should the exhibitor wish to build lower to a minimum of 2.5 metres or higher to a maximum of 7 metres, they must seek the written consent of the neighbouring stand and forward this consent to the organiser. Our team is happy to make these introductions. Any wall on or within 1.5 metres of a common boundary overlooking another stand must be finished in white and absent of branding, graphics or messages. All two-storey stands or single-layer stands higher than 5 metres must provide additional information for approval. The event observes the general principle that all exhibitors, no matter their size or location on the floor plan, should have a reasonable visibility to the visitor. Any stand located on the aisleway must incorporate openings, voids or transparent panels into the length of the wall on the stand boundary. These gaps allow the visitor to see past that wall and have a view onto neighbouring stands. Offsetting walls and structures inside the boundary may contribute to achieving these sightlines. The visual opening's length should be in the following proportion to each boundary's length. Where the boundary length is under 4.5 metres, the requirement for an opening is optional. Where the boundary length is between 5 metres and 8.5 metres, 25% of the boundary length should have a visual or actual opening. Where the boundary length is longer than 9 metres, 50% of the boundary length should have a visual or actual opening. Now, there are exceptions to this rule, and the main one is when a boundary wall is adjacent to the venue wall. In this instance, exceptions may be made in consultation with the exhibition operation teams. If you have further operational questions, please consult the exhibitor manual or contact the exhibition team. On behalf of the Korea Gas Union, the National Organising Committee and the other organisers, I'd like to thank you for watching this briefing. If you have any further questions, you will find all our contact details in the program notes below. We look forward to seeing you in Daegu.